Modern women are getting a first hand lesson on the subject of the world isn't their sound studio. We've got a video for you here today from Alpha Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump into it. People are under no obligation to give these influencers any courtesy when it comes to their content. She's literally walking down a staircase. She's not exactly curing cancer here.
Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, there are all these women throwing themselves, but me, the past 10 years, I don't have any of that. I have zero, this sounds weird, but male attention. Because I don't want it, but it'd be nice to know that someone's looking. I have anxiety too, really, really bad.
She's married to one of the most famous professional basketball players on the planet, and yet she still complains that men aren't fawning over a bitter mother of three who relentlessly bashes her husband in public every chance that she gets. It's tough to imagine why men don't hit on her.
And this is why women say, we pick the bear. We pick the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals, and you picked the one right next to me. What was the reason? What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we're both uncomfortable.
That man isn't uncomfortable. He's working out, minding his own business, and doing a fairly good job at ignoring a bitter woman who's trying to put him on blast for no other reason outside of the fact that she's clearly unattracted to him.
Ask a man to get your nails and your feet done, or to put gas in your car, or to get you some lunch. They put it in the same bucket as being used.
Shocking, I know, but it's almost like that's exactly what some women are doing.
Do you really think a woman these days can't get her nails and her feet done, or put freaking gas in her car, or buy herself a Chick-fil-A #1 meal?
To be fair, if the videos we've seen of modern women trying to operate gas tanks are anything to go by, the jury is still out on whether or not modern women are capable of fueling up their cars without coming up with new and exciting ways to screw it up.
Then why aren't they doing exactly that? What do they even need a man for? Oh, wait, they just kind of admitted that they're using men for what they can get out of them.
And realistically speaking, why would a woman want to date a man that don't have no damn money and can't do nothing for her?
Okay.
It always boils down to money with these women. They just look at men and assume because he's not willing to sacrifice his rent payment for her oversized nails, that he's too broke to afford her lifestyle. Maybe he's just not willing to waste his money on you.
Now hear me out. Maybe some of those women out there are actually just interested in being in a relationship with someone that actually cares about them, and they're not worried about all the stuff that they can potentially get from a man.
And that's the same with men. Why would a man want to date a broke woman that always got her hand out begging?
Do you think they realize what they just said? They actually hit the nail on the head as to why a lot of men are simply just not interested in dating.
If a woman is feminine and friendly, a man isn't going to care if she's broke. This whole idea that men only want to be with women with money is completely nonsensical, and it's something made up by women who care about a man's money. They have no idea what men want at all.
Doing it? Okay. What's your type in a man?
Tall,
Dark and handsome?
and handsome with big feet.
So me?
Oh! Yes, sir. Absolutely.
What about you? What's your type?
Everything my dad wouldn't approve of.
Everything?
The sad part is how these women are either divorced or their husbands are at home with the kids. Imagine how they're going to react when they see this kind of crap online. They are going to feel embarrassed for even being associated with a woman like that.
Hey, how do you feel about a guy living with his mama?
How old are they?
21?
That's okay.
Until when?
Until they have a kid. And then you need to get out of there.
So what if he's 30 with no kid?
At 30, your mom should already be dead.
My mom should be dead already?
No. Your mom should be dead to you in the sense of I don't need my mom, but if I wanted my mom, go ahead.
Well, I'm talking
Do
to
your
you.
thing.
Nah.
Yeah, do your thing.
What she just said is truly disturbing. A man can have several reasons for living with his mother, one of them being refusing to get a job, I'm sure, but the insane part is she'd rather wish this dude's mum be deceased than listen to any other form of reason.
Dang, you get jealous quick. Just because I looked at her?
No, what the f? You seem like you're more interested in them and what the f I gotta say? Are we not having a
I was
conversation?
just looking.
Are we not having a conversation?
We are.
So what the you wondering for?
I feel like you're alive.
Me?
Are you single? I can see why. Just because I looked at a girl, you got mad.
No. That's
So,
not why.
I have a feeling if you have a man, if he looks at another girl, you're going to get pissed.
Wandering eyes are curious eyes, and no eyes should be curious if they belong to me. I'm a lady.
This woman is many things. She's intoxicated, unintelligent, spoiled, lacks any form of intellect, has a body count that rivals most civil border skirmishes, I'm sure. She's also unpleasant, but one thing we can all agree upon is that she most certainly is not a lady.
I'm a lady and I'm well respected.
You're a lady?
Yes.
What makes you a lady?
You see what I'm wearing?
Showing your boobs out. Is that very ladylike?
You wanna
Ladylike don't
So why
talk
you
like
looking at
that.
my boobs?
They
So why you
don't talk
looking at
like
my
that.
boobs? So why you looking at my boobs?
You gotta be more.
Why you looking at my boobs?
Who's looking at your boobs?
You.
What boobs?
Why do you know I have boobs?
I'm not even
Why
looking
do
at
you
your
know I have
boobs.
boobs? If you know they're out, why do you know
I
I have
can't even
boobs?
see it.
Oh, okay.
I just see a line.
Women like this will never understand that being this confrontational is not attractive in the slightest, but she needs to create conflict everywhere she goes because at the end of the day, it's the only way for her to feel any form of emotions or get attention, probably. She's not flirting with men at the club. At this point, she's physically accosting these men and touching them inappropriately in the hopes of convincing them to purchase her drinks. And when you're that desperate for drinks, then it's time to admit that maybe you have a damn problem.
What's your age?
I'm almost 29.
What do you think the way you're dressed right now communicates to men?
I don't know, I guess not your norm in Miami, right? Like, look around right now. No one's dressed like this.
How are they dressed around here?
The women I'm looking at right this second, they all have like really tight see-through dresses, really short, really skimpy, which I have skimpy clothes too, by the way. I'm not knocking it, but I don't know. I feel like this is a little more conservative.
That's not a conservative way of dressing. That's the way a woman who exclusively dresses in revealing clothing assumes how conservative women dress. We can simply tell because she's 29 and out on the streets of Miami by herself.
Well, how do you feel men look at you when you dress conservative as opposed to skimpy, provocative?
I personally feel, and this is not a fact, but I personally feel that when men see me and I dress like this versus like a sexier outfit, they approach me differently. Different kinds of men approach me more to my liking, and I think it's natural for a man to look at a woman that dresses like more conservatively and to view her in a more modest way.
It's taken her a third of her life and all of her prime years to get the slight suspicion that men don't like approaching women who go out at night while dressed practically unclothed. The funny thing is that this used to be common knowledge about 2 or 3 generations ago, but here we are.
How to approach me? Just don't, because I'll probably say no.
You don't want guys to approach you?
No.
Why would you say no? You got to give me a reason why you would say no to a guy.
Because I don't like male attention. I just don't like attention.
Do you feel like you're dressed for male attention tonight?
Maybe, probably.
It's not that she doesn't want male attention, because she does want male attention. She wants tons of it, in fact. The thing is, she only wants it from the men that she finds attractive, though, which are obviously few and far between.
Oh guys, I did a video on this girl earlier, and it appears like I might have got something wrong. Let's take a look. Video I accused her of editing this photo. She's since replied. She posted here in her story, "Heaven forbid an influencer adds a tan." She's saying that she just colored her skin, made herself more tan. She says this needs to stop. Be better. Embellishing the truth is still lying. Unfortunately for her, I have the original raws. Yeah, just shut the f up. Why are you doing this? You get, I just made myself more tan. No, you made yourself like 8 sizes smaller. What the f is wrong with you?
Photoshop is pretty much the ultimate lie detector with women like this. It doesn't take that much work to tell whether or not they're lying, and the second they get called out, they immediately cry victim as if that's going to solve anything.
Do you believe there's a man out there that looks better than you?
No. No.
Based off of what?
That's a man.
So like somebody like Jeremy Meeks, who's like considered to be like a top supermodel, you don't think like if people was to put y'all side by side, they'll say that he looks better than you?
That's still a man.
Okay.
Honestly, I would never say that anybody looks better than me.
Okay. Sometimes I hear women say, I can't be with a man that looks better than me, or if your man looks better than you, that's like a red flag. So when I ask these questions, it's really just to gain an understanding on that perspective.
There's no perspective to be had. Modern women will just come up with some of the dumbest crap imaginable just so that they can feel superior to an entire population of men who legitimately couldn't care less about what they have to say or think in the first place.
Yeah, I guess my perspective is that there really is no man that looks better than me.
But why do you think that way?
Because, like, at the end of the day, there's no man that I'd be like, oh, I would want to be him. Like,
It don't have to necessarily be like you want to be him. Like, do you believe there's women out there that look better than you?
oh, of course.
So what's the difference between the man and the woman?
The man. It's a man. Yeah.
But like, what does that mean?
That I feel like, oh, okay, I feel like she looks good. Maybe she looks a little better than me. But like men-wise, like, that's a man. So why would they look better than me?
She has no idea what she's talking about. She just wants to live in a world where all men see her as incredibly attractive, while she still holds the right to bash any man that she doesn't like. But it doesn't work that way. Men have opinions too, and we are way more harsh.
Assaulted by two women inside of a Northeast DC gas station is breaking his side. First touched my front, then back, and then again in front, and rubbing all over my chest, and then grabbing me. If I had done that, obviously I would have been arrested, thrown to the ground, probably 20 years in prison. I was assaulted.
Washington Tharp said he begged the cashiers at the gas station to call 911 for police assistance. But instead of help, he said the cashiers just sat there. The two attackers would ultimately continue the assault and gyrating on the man until he finally escaped and called 911.
Thinking.
This is a disgusting double standard that should not exist. Not only do modern women think that it's impossible to assault a man like that, but too much of the planet thinks that these stories are funny. Nobody ever takes this kind of behavior seriously, and it's actually disturbing.
Never gonna set me up.
He said one of the women then tried to grab his arm. The 6'2", 230-pound teacher said he tried to throw her off of him.
When she caught her fall and got right back up, I'm thinking she's got to be a man.
The two women, Ayanna Knight and Marjorie Charles, will later be convicted of misdemeanor assault. Both received 6 months of jail time and probation. And at sentencing, Washington Tharp left a victim impact statement wondering if the sentence will help rehabilitate the criminals.
All they're doing is just putting another person out back on the streets who more likely will consider committing the same crimes, if not something worse, because they're not really getting the help that they actually
6 months for groping a man and harassing him sexually in public. I mean, let's be real, if the genders were flipped, I assume it would be much harsher on the man. He'd probably get felony charges, a few years in prison, something like that.
This woman posted this photo on Twitter. You know, she's looking good. Okay, cool, right? And then a homeboy posts a video of her. Here's a screenshot. And as you can see, it's giving two different things, right? The girl didn't know that he posted it until it was like too late. She was enjoying herself through the night. But by the time that she noticed that he posted this video of her showing, you know, different angles of her body, stop trying to cap for the internet and edit your photos and post a certain way for the internet. And then when somebody captures you or sees you in person, you're ashamed. Y'all know what I gotta say about it. Get in the gym, honey, work out. Make it to where it don't matter where anybody captures a video from you, you're gonna look good, or at least decent, okay?
Women like this have no problem going to gyms and shaming men who don't look good for their own amusement, but the second she gets caught catfishing, then all of a sudden men have gone too far and he needs to beg her for forgiveness. Anything to get out of having to go work out.
I wanna put the camera. Let me see my wig.
Wait, hold on, wait.
My bad.
Watch out.
Give me your camera.
No.
This nobody talking to you.
She really did have the nerve to walk up to a random stranger and demand his camera, also that she could turn around and make a bunch of stupid poses that weren't going to get her anywhere in life. Women like this are just crazy delusional. This behavior is beyond unacceptable. She's physically hitting this dude in public, but because she's a woman and she's upset at a guy, then apparently it's perfectly okay to physically hit him. And to make things worse, if he defends himself, then of course he's going to be the one in the wrong. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.